I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all-the-time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Justice League of America issue number 4. Can Batman and his new team pull it together long enough to defeat Lord Havok and save an entire nation from his tyranny? Let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Alright then, so as the comic opens up, we get to see how the individual members of the JLA are doing against their extremist counterparts. Honestly, it's a lot of characters pulling the whole, oh, we're not so different, you and I. Lobo likes to fight, Wolverine guy likes to fight too. By far the most interesting of these conflicts is actually the Ray versus Dreamslayer. It's interesting because they don't actually throw a punch at each other the entire battle. Instead, they just kind of talk things out. In fact, in the end, Dreamslayer is so won over by what the Ray had to tell him, he just kinda leaves for no reason. Now, back with Batman and Vixen in the Capitol, they're not doing so hot against Lord Havok. He's got them on the ropes, and he's taken this opportunity to do the oh-so-classic villainous monologue of, oh, you Leaguers, you do justice by committee, but not us, we take justice by force. Yeah, and doing things that way caused your home planet of Angor to blow up, so what the hell is your point there, Tinhead? Now, having won their individual battles, the rest of the Justice League of America is able to show up and back up Batman and Vixen. The funny thing is we don't get one giant brawl like you might be expecting. Yet, surprisingly, we don't get one giant schmoz with everybody involved. Instead, it's actually Vixen who steps up to defeat Lord Havok by using her animal powers to access a venomous snake and hitting him on the armor, which isn't actually armor at all, as we learned in the last issue. It's his skin. So yeah, in the end, the heroes win the day. They turn control of the country over to the rebels, who swear they'll do a better job than the previous rulers of the country, and they all agree they now have a better view of people with superpowers. Of course, no one still attempts to answer the obvious question, that is, how did Batman and his secret team of Justice Leaguers manage to bring about a full and total regime change without any of it making national news? If nothing else, Black Canary and Vixen begin to wonder aloud to themselves if Batman really is being honest about his motivations for starting this team. They don't think he really wants a team of regular everyday people to help inspire people when you have frickin' Lobo on the roster, and they feel that he must have ulterior motives. Now, you think this would be the end of the comic and the end of the extremists, but no, Orlando chooses to give us a really weird stinger at the end. We see the destruction of Angor and Havok seemingly killing a hero called the Blue Jay, who's basically a take on the Wasp. He was using the very same Lady Liberty JSA shield that Batman was using in his own fight against Lord Havok, only he didn't really die when he was using it, he just got shrunk really far down to the microverse, the place where the original Atom is hiding out, and I guess we'll come back to that another time, I suppose, as the comic ends. So that's Justice League of America number 4, and I gotta say, this was a very weird conclusion to this opening arc here. I felt it really lacked focus at the very end. Now, I'm no writing expert here, but I think we can all agree it's something of an odd choice for your first outing with a brand new team to have them not fight side by side for the bulk of it, instead pair off one-on-one to fight. Also, I couldn't help but feel Lord Havok and the Extremists had way too much baggage for me to really get into them as villains and threats in this story. I mean, I'd just start to get going and then I'd be reminded, oh yeah, you're a Dr. Doom stand-in, you're a Wolverine stand-in, you're a Mojo stand-in, etc, etc. Some seeds are definitely planted for some more interesting stories down the line. I'm not ready to give up on this book just yet, but I hope to see it improve a little bit more. Beyond that, though, the art is still very nice, and there's nothing, you know, horribly bad about it. It's just not as impressive as I really wanted it to be. Overall, I'd feel comfortable giving this one a 5.5. So, there you have it, everybody. Another Justice League book on the books. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, feel free to check out some of the other videos I have on offer here from the channel. And if you want to keep up to date on all the new Justice League related titles, there's no easier way to do that than to head down to the description of this very video and check me out on one of my many social media feeds. I got Twitter, I got Facebook, and they're all great places to know when the new video is coming out. And hey, while you're down there, why not consider becoming a patron? Yes, that's right, patrons get brand new exclusive video content before anyone else, and they get the good warm feeling of helping support me and the channel. Even as much as $1 a month goes a very long way. So until next time, everyone, I'm Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.